We are currently in the home stretch of the Scarlet and Violet era, and hype is at an all-time high for the hobby. So I thought it was a perfect time to revisit the last set, Sword and Shield. So let's go back in time, see how these sets hold up, and I'll even give them my own personal ranking. How wrong will I be? Well, let's find out now in this episode of
Let's don't go. King of the street vibes, gotta go fast, gonna win all night. Oh yeah, whoa, yeah. Let's don't go.
Hello everyone and welcome to another Less Than Gosha video. If you love Pokemon and openings like this one, consider subscribing to the channel. That's right guys, today we're going to open up one of each pack from every Sword and Shield set, and we're going to do it based off what I feel is the worst set all the way up to the best. And to make things a little more fun and interesting, we're going to follow up on this opening and ranking this weekend. I'll throw it somewhere up here of the exact date and time, where we're going to open up even more of these packs, 3 more packs from each of these sets, and you can come in and tell me how right I am, how wrong I am, agree, disagree, and we can have a lot of fun going back and forth there as well. With a lot of new people coming into the hobby with this new hype for Pokemon cards, it'll be cool too for those who might be new to Sword and Shield to see how it holds up to Scarlet and Violet today. So let's just get right into it and start with what I feel is the worst set in Sword and Shield. Coming in at number 12, that's right, Rebel Clash. This set has the name as Rebel Trash, and there's a reason for it. This was the second set in the Sword and Shield era, and it was not received very well at all. The most valuable card currently sits around, I think it's $50, and it's a Boss's Order. Yeah, a full art trainer. There's really nothing outside of that, nothing special. I don't think this is a great set at all. I haven't opened up much of it. There is a Galarian Berserker Gold card though. I'm a fan of the cat card, so that'd be probably what I'd like to see the most. But yeah, this is, I think, the worst. Can we get anything though? Nope. Let's move on to number 11. Me, the second worst set is Vivid Voltage. This is the 4th set in the Sword and Shield era, and it does have a pretty major chase in the Rainbow Pikachu, which time of this recording is actually sitting at about $155, which is kind of impressive. But aside from that, it continues the trend of having a lot of full art trainers being the high value cards. I think after the Rainbow Pikachu, the drop off is to the next highest card being $15, and there really isn't anything exciting in this set, guys. If you're a fan of Pikachu or a big time chase, then maybe it's for you, but for me, there's not enough there to justify it being anything better than second worst. Toucan Sam agrees. Coming in at number 10, and I'll make it a little more mysterious this time. I'll have to flip the pack over. Darkness Ablaze. This was the 3rd release set, and there was a lot of hype. Ooh, that was opened up a little too easy. I don't know about this one. Good code card though. But there was a lot of hype with this set, as it was the first Sword and Shield era sets to feature the main man, Charizard. But it's only a VMAX, and again, it's not really holding that much value itself. And again, Charizard V, Charizard VMAX. Outside of that, nothing really here. And as we've seen recently, sometimes there is Charizard fatigue. As set like Obsidian Flames didn't really do too hot with the Scarlet and Violet era. But let's see if we could pull anything at all. Can we get our first hit? Well, a holo. It's Blaziken, but let's move on to the next set. Coming in at number 9 for me is actually Sword and Shield base set. Surprisingly, yeah, I do have a base set higher up on the list than a few others, as that unfortunately is not a good sign. But this was, of course, the first set that was released in the Sword and Shield era, and it does have some pretty cool cards, though, at least ones that I enjoy. There are some very cool Snorlax card, Rainbow Rare, as well as I think a gold, the new legendary Zacian Zamazenta, and what happened to be one of the OG waifus, Marnie, made her first appearance and is a huge fan favorite. So those are the cards that you're going to want to be looking out for in this set. It's okay, not great. For a base set, not too bad. So that's why I have it coming in at number 9. At number 8, we have the set that started the alternate art craze, and it is Battle Styles. When this set first came out, I think it was pretty wildly or widely hated. This was actually the first set that I got back into when I returned to the hobby. But you do have a huge big time chase, which is the Sleeping Tyranitar alt art. That is a gorgeous card, but there's also some other great ones too, like the Empoleon alt art. There is the Urshifus, as well as the Gold Houndoom, which was kind of a big chase as well when it first came out. But right now, the T-Tar alt is sitting around $200. So that's a beautiful card. One I'd love to get. Not sure if we're going to get it here today. Doesn't look like it. But still, we have Battle Styles, number 8. All right, number 7, we have what could probably be the first controversial pick that I have. As we're getting into the middle of the pack, and this was the last set in the era, Silver Tempest. I know a lot of people like this set. I honestly never did. I didn't open too much of it because I was super hyped for Found Zenith, which was coming up a little bit after this was released. I mean, there is the Alt Art Lugia, which everyone loves. There is a trainer gallery, which is also very helpful when you're opening up a set and kind of have a second chance at a hit. But just the alt arts for me outside of the Lugia didn't really do anything for me. I didn't love the trainer gallery as well. You know, I don't know, guys. I don't think it's a great set. I know that some people are going to disagree with this one as we get Pixel's favorite Gardevoir here. Let me know. Is this the first one where it gave you a pause? Do you just really disagree? But for me, I have Silver Tempest right in the middle. Number 6, I have a set that I think has become seen as much more fond over time, and that is Fusion Strike. I think when this first released right off of the heels of Evolving Skies, it was not seen as a really great one. It was a massive set. At the time, I want to say it was the biggest set that the TCG has ever seen. And again, I think people were still just in awe of Evolving Skies, and the pull rates were just brutal with this set. If you thought Evolving Skies was tough, people weren't getting anything. And then, of course, there was the whole controversy that we learned that people might have stolen the hits and that whole thing. But I mean, the alt arts in this set I think are phenomenal. I'm not even a big fan of the Gengar VMAX, but I love both of the Mews, the Celebi, the Dancing Genesect. I think this set has some fire alt arts, and although they're very difficult to pull, I think it puts it right around at number 6 where I have it. As we continue again to strike out, although a holo, hopefully we can see something a little better than this coming up next. So for me, the next couple could really cause a little bit of a stir. At number 5, I think people might think I have this too high, but I have Astral Radiance. This was a set that I came to love over time. I actually don't get the Machamp alt art. It's sitting at about $150 right now. I know that's considered the chase, but there's no like major, huge, big time chases outside of that. But the alt arts, guys, are just beautiful. You have the Origin Form Palkia, Dialga, you have Beedrill, Hisuian Sneasler, Lilligant. Then you have the gold cards of a lot of those Pokemon too. I mean, this is a set that I think it is phenomenal. I think it is great. I know there's no big time fan favorite Pokemon, but if you take it as face value on the art, I think it's one of the best. And that's not even counting the trainer gallery too. So it doesn't look like we are going to get anything again, but let me know. Astral Radiance a little too high for your taste or right in the right spot? Okay, number 4, I have another one where I could see some people thinking I might have it a little too high, but I'm putting Chilling Reign up there as one of the best sets in Sword and Shield. You have a huge big time major chase in the Blaziken VMAX alt art. That's about almost $350 right now. And one of my most favorite cards of all time, which I haven't pulled, and honestly at this point I should probably just purchase before it gets too crazy, is the Galarian Moltres V. That card, the black, white, and red, like the simplistic of it, oh man, it is beautiful. Giving it a chef's kiss right there. But then a bunch of other phenomenal alt arts. Their Aura, Articuno, Zapdos, the birds, even the Galarian Slowking. That art is, I think, again, this set is just underrated, I would say. And again, you know if you think otherwise, but it's a great one. It's a great one. And again, unfortunately, we're not going to get anything. We're really striking out here. But let me know. I could tell that maybe some people might have different thoughts about this one at number 4. And number 3, we're getting into the top 3 now. Another one I feel like could be up for discussion, but I have Lost Origin. I think this is another phenomenal set. We haven't talked too much about trainer galleries, but I think this one has the best. Arguably, I could see maybe the next set having something to say about that, but I think overall it's got 4 different Pikachus in the trainer gallery. It has a Gengar, it's got Charizard, and then of course when it comes to the main set, probably the second biggest chase. No, actually I think the Gengar from Fusion Strike took it over, but number 3 would be the Giratina. That art style to me is just amazing. I love it, and I was fortunate enough to pull it, but that alt art is amazing. The Aerodactyl is another huge fan favorite, and of course for me, you know, I have a soft spot for the Galarian Berserker as well. So this is one of my favorite just overall between the regular and the trainer gallery. But let me know, we're coming into the top 2. Let's see what's next. All right, guys, number 2. Yeah, I'm not going to go away. We're going chalk on this one. As you know, what's going to come up as number 1. No surprise. I'm sorry. But I think for me, I'd be surprised. Please let me know. I think Brilliant Stars and Evolving Skies are 1 and 2. To me, I mean, I could see putting Brilliant Stars as the number 1 overall. I think that the pack opening experience is better than Evolving Skies. I think the quantity of types of hits are there over Evolving Skies, but I mean, with the alt arts and just, it's just Evolving Skies, guys. I mean, there is no other set that is going to get you more hyped for a big time pull. And as much as I love this one, I mean, you have some of the, I mean, the Charizard alt art in this set, I feel like that is underrated, which is crazy to say for a Charizard card. But between that and the Arceus, the first iteration of the trainer gallery with the evolutions, this set is fire. It is one of my favorite ones. I mean, obviously I have it at number 2. And again, overall, I there's something to be said. I could see someone arguing for this being the best, but of course, when you're going up against this next one, I don't see how you can put it anywhere else. Here we go, guys. Number 1. Again, you might call it boring. You might find it to be obvious, but I don't see how you could go against Evolving Skies as the best set in the Sword and Shield era. It is just so fire. I mean, right now, I think packs of this are going for about $20, probably more, for a set that is, what, 4 years old, maybe at most? That's crazy. I mean, this is really what started the current crazy hype trend of the prismatic evolutions with evolutions. I think I actually see something. Actually, what is that? Interesting. Okay. We're going to turn this around, see if there's anything there. But anyway, yeah, this is where it all began, guys. The Umbreon, the Moonbreon, all of the different alt arts from the V's to the VMAX for all of them. And then the Rayquaza as well. It's just, I don't know how you could say anything other. Is there anything weird with this? No, it's just a Carvana. We do not need to buy a car. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, this set is crazy. I mean, the Umbreon, what are we at? Like, well over 1,000 now. I mean, it's awesome. It's amazing. Are we going to get anything? Man, we completely struck out on all of those packs. Hopefully we do better on the weekends openings, but we'll see. That is the Sword and Shield era, guys. There you have it, guys. That is the Sword and Shield era. That is what came before the current sets of Scarlet and Violet. Are my rankings there? Please let me know. I'm excited to hear what you agree with. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of disagreements. Let me know. And again, I'll put it up here somewhere again where we where and when, well, we know where, but when we are going to have the live stream coming up where we're going to be opening even more of all of these packs and hopefully finally get a hit. But you can show up, tell me in person what I got right, what I got wrong, and we can continue having a good time going over this amazing era of Pokemon. But until then, I'm going to ask you to do the usual, and that, of course, is if you like the video, smash the like button by hitting a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, because I love hearing from you, and I do respond to everyone. And don't forget to subscribe, because it helps out the channel tremendously, and of course, I'll super appreciate it. Thanks again, guys. We will see you coming up this weekend. Until then, enjoy your week.
Master of Apex and Pokemon 2, dodging shots flying high like the jet crew. Catching them all with a smile so